Okay, so this is our topic, the MLC or the Maritime Labor Convention. So Maritime Labor Convention, it is widely agreed that given the global nature of the shipping industry, seafarers need special protection, especially since you can be exempted from national labor laws. So this is actually happening, no? Our national laws is more protecting the ship owners. POAA contract, this is actually not good, no? I'm telling the truth, no? Because I have experience with this. Because if you are going to go in a company, there is a two contracts you are signing. Especially if the vessel is, for example, this is Greek owned, and then the vessel is registered in Panama. So this is called the flag of convenience, no? So they are doing it as we explained before. They are doing it for cost cutting, no? Regarding the taxes for so if you are going to board those kind of vessels, then there is two contracts actually. So I have an experience. Um, I have two contracts, the CBA and the POAA. So what happened is, nung ayaw nilang bayaran yung mga tao ko doon, I resigned. This vessel, the CBA is actually the Japanese CBA. So what happened, sino kayang masusunod, yung POAA or yung CBA? So hindi nila sinasabi sa company yan. Hindi rin sinasabi doon sa POAA or doon sa nagkakandak ng PIDOS, no, yung Pre-Departure Orientation Seminar. Intindihan nyo? So ito sinasabi ko na para malaman nyo yung right nyo. Although hindi ko kayo ina-advise na magreklamo. Kung kaya naman tanggapin mo dahil maliit lang 'yan eh. No, although siyempre mas maganda yung maka-start ka. So anong nangyari? Supposed to be sa POAA babayaran ko ang kapalit ko, ang pamasahe niya at saka yung pamasahe ko, no. Pero ang nangyari wala akong binayaran because kasalanan nila. Dapat I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay na. Pero nang nangyari, ayaw nila akong pauwiin. Kasi malayo yung Puerto, malaki magagastos. Eh babayaran ko naman eh. Bakit ayaw nila, no? So kasi naman kaya ayaw dahil Indiano yung principal. Eh ang may-ari Hapon. So syempre pag inayawan sila, ibig sabihin hindi magandang pamamalakad. Parang gano'n kaya ayaw nila akong pauwiin. So pumilit ako na with the help of the ITF in Japan, no. So nung tinulungan ako noon, sabi ko I'm willing to pay for my my fare and also the fare of my reliever, no. Eh ang nangyari ay sabi ng Hapon sa akin eh, bakit ka magbabayad, no. So yun ang sinabi ko ngayon, gumawa ulit ako ng letter at sinabi ko sa kanila na ganun. Tapos nagpatulong ako, bale pinersa sila ng Hapon na sa ITF. So okay na naranasan ko na matulungan ng itong ano tawag dito, yung mga protection natin for seafarers. Although mayroon ding may masama din dahil syempre pag tumawag yung in-applyan mo doon, sasabihin nila na ganyan ang ginawa mo, ano. So hindi ko ina-advise kahit anong position mo pwede kang masira eh. Kaya lang naniniwala kasi ako sa good karma. So wala naman akong ginawang masama doon sa mga tao, pinagtanggol ko pa nga. Kaya yun, nakapasok din kaagad ako eh. Ako lang talaga ang tamad sumakay, na. At saka yung nagkakaproblema, kakasakit niyan. Hindi talaga nila mai-apply lahat itong labor laws, no? Kasi pilit na pinagtatakpan ng ship owners or even the master of the vessel. Yun ang masakit, no? Okay, so the Maritime Labor Convention 2006, otherwise known as the Seafarers Bill of Rights. Pero your Bill of Rights is still controlled. Incorporates and builds on 68 existing maritime labor conventions and recommendations more more general fundamental principles to ensure decent working and living conditions for all seafarers. Although mayroon ding epekto ito. May epekto, ramdam din ang epekto sa ating mga marino, no? Kaya unlike nung nag-start ako, ay medyo hindi pwedeng kalabanin yung company at talagang masisira ka, no? Ngayon, actually, bawal yung mag-blacklist. Although ginagawa pa rin nila, pero bawal yun. Once na nakita mo yun, pwede mong idemanda yung company. At pwede mo silang hingan ng pera. Kasi hindi ka makalis dahil sa kanila eh. Okay, the MLC is designed to sit alongside regulation such as the International Maritime Organization standards on ships safety, security, and quality ship management, such as SOLAS, STCW, and MARPOL. So where they deal more with the vessel and its operation, the MLC deals more with your rights as a seafarer. It should be remembered that the MLC sets out minimum requirements. Many flag states that ratify the convention may have higher standards. So yung ibang flag states, they ratify also the convention. Ayaw nila because they have higher standards. But states may not reduce existing rights when they ratify a new convention. So hindi sila, ayaw ko yan dahil lugi kami, hindi pwede. No? Kailangan, ayaw nila dahil mas maganda yung sa kanila. Pero hindi pwede na they will go below the minimum standard set in the MLC. Okay, all ships are covered except ships navigating exclusively in inland waters, close to the coast, in sheltered waters or areas where port regulation apply. So I think there is no need for the seafarers here in this item because they are controlled by the port regulation, and because you are always in port, you can always complain to your union if you have. So fishing vessels, okay, fishing vessels. So mahirap magtrabaho sa fishing vessels because this is not under the MLC, no? So mahirap talaga dahil may pinsan ako nagtrabaho diyan, no? Just to have an experience. Although ngayon nasa cargo vessel, no? Kung wala kang magawa talaga, di pwede rin stepping stone. Ships of traditional build such as those or junks, warships and naval auxiliaries. So they are not also under the MLC because kasi military to eh. So they are under military. Hindi sila makapagreklamo nito, no? Okay, ships below 200 gross tonnage that are not carrying out international voyages can be excluded by the flag state from some of the requirements if the seafarers' rights concerned are already covered by national laws, collective agreements, or other measures. So hindi na pwedeng pakialaman ng MLC if they are covered by national laws. Who is affected? Affected by the MLC. So any person who is employed, engaged, or working in any capacity on board a ship to which the convention applies. So this includes riding gangs, hotel staff on cruise ships, anyone working on board. If there is any doubt as to whether a category of ship or person is covered by the convention, the situation has to be clarified between the state authorities in consultation with the ship owner and seafarer organizations concerned. Okay, the MLC requires governments to make sure that their laws and regulations respect certain fundamental rights relating to work. So these are The right to freedom of association. Your right to join a trade union of your choice. Number one, nakalagay sa number one. But actually, the shipping companies, they do not like this. No? If you are a member of the ITF, then you will be blacklisted. Naintindihan nyo ba? Kaya contradicting ito, hindi pa rin nila na perfect, no? Although, yun nga sinabi ko sa inyo, if you are going to board a flag of convenience, automatic meron kang CBA, automatic member ka of the ITF. Hindi mo lang alam. Pero kayo alam nyo na dahil sinabi ko na if you are going to board a vessel like that, tapos dalawa yung pipirma mong kontrata, the other one is actually the ITF. So, pwersado na sila para hindi sila huliin ng ITF. Yan. Although, hindi ka pa rin pwede magreklamo. Kaya, ang hirap, no? Kaya hindi na mape-perfecto. Okay, effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining agreement. The right of your union to negotiate a CBA, collective bargaining agreement, on your behalf. So, lahat ng, for example, dati hinuli kami ng ITF in Finland, no? Kasi the reason is ayaw nilang tanggapin na yung sweldo ng Hong Kong kasi it was Hong Kong registered, no? So our salary is the Hong Kong rate. Sa amin okay na. Siyempre, hindi naman tayo naghanap ng sobrang taas. Mataas pa rin. I was third mate, and then the Finnish Seamen's Union or FSU, they do not accept this salary for Filipinos, no? Mas mataas daw dapat for Filipinos. Ibig sabihin, mataas ang standard natin, no? So nakakatuwa 'yun. And then because Hong Kong is dating under ng United Kingdom, so pilit nilang tinutulungan yung UK, tinutulungan nila yung Hong Kong. So nakikipag-usap sila doon sa Finnish Seamen's Union, pero wala silang nagawa. Talagang rule is rule. 'Yun ang rule ng Finnish Seamen's Union. So they have to give our salary, no? Kajo-join ko pa lang 'yun kaya wala akong back pay. Mga 2 weeks pa lang ako, so wala akong back pay, no? Pero I advise maganda yung kumpanya namin, yung Dalisay. In-advise ko yung mga tao dahil may future sila doon. Dalisay is a good company. Dalisay Shipping. Then in-advise ko na ibalik na lang nila kung mayroon silang back pay. So mayroon lang 3 hindi nagbalik. Nabayaran yung mga yon, the chief mate, the fourth engineer, and the second mate. So nabayaran sila after 5 months, nahuli kami ulit. Yun. Na hindi sumusunod yung Dalisay. Hanggang sa binitawan na nila yung barko na yun. Kahit saan mapunta yung barko na yun, nahabol na ng ITF. Kasi nag-apply ako in other company, in BSM, nag-apply ako. Tapos tinanong ko galing ako doon. Ayun, binitawan na rin daw nila dahil hinahabol ng ITF yung barko. Okay, elimination of all forms of force or compulsory labor. Your right to work of your own free will and to be paid for that work. Effective abolition of child labor. Elimination of discrimination in respect of employment and occupation. Your right to be treated as same way as your fellow seafarer, doing the same work regardless of race, religion, national origin, gender, or political views. Maritime Labor Convention. So in the summary, you have a right to a safe and secure workplace where safety standards are complied with, where you have fair terms of employment, decent living and working conditions, including social protection such as access to medical care, health protection, and welfare. So if you are feeling something in your body, So do not hesitate to ask the officers, your department head, no, to go to for a checkup, no. Yan ang mahirap noong ang araw, pero ngayon tanggap na rin nila at insurance naman yata nagbabayad na ngayon. Dati at yung ship owner, kung lagi kang nagpupunta ng doktor, parang sa susunod parang ayaw ka nang i-hire, no. Yan ang masakit na katotohanan. Pero wala pa naman kasing ano noon, wala pa itong MLC. Then you should have a decent living. So may mga requirements regarding your room, the size of your room, your bed sheets, towels, no, and soap. Hindi lang kasama ang toothpaste and shampoo. So may kulang pa rin, no. Dapat kinumpleto na nila eh. Siyempre, problema mo pa bibilin sa labas. Ay katulad ngayon, may COVID. So you cannot go out. Di, bibilin nyo lahat sa sa Chandler. Eh siyempre, mas mahal. Samantalang kung bibili mo sa labas, mas mura, makapasyal pa. Seafarer's right. The right referred to above are expanded in the requirements of the MLC under 4 headings. So minimum requirements for seafarers to work on a ship. So these are condition of employment, accommodation and recreational facilities, including food and catering, health protection, medical care, welfare, and social security protection. So every ship of 500 gross tonnage or above operating internationally has to have a maritime labor certificate and a declaration of maritime labor compliance. So they are declaring that they are complying with the regulation. Kaya pagka may nagsumbong, madadali sila dahil nakadeclare eh. No? They both issued to the flag state. So through these documents, the flag state provides details of how the ship complies with the requirement of in the convention. These details form the basis of the inspection regime in that the port state authorities can check against them for compliance. In enforcing compliance with the MLC, the authorities have to make sure that ships flying the flag of a state that hasn't ratified the convention don't get any advantages over those flying a flag that has. This is referred to as the no more favorable treatment clause. This is included, the MLC, the compliance of the MLC is included in the port state control inspections. That's why especially the rest hours period, no, you are making a list. Supposed to be you are the one making a list, but sometimes this is done by the department head and you are only signing. So yun ang mahirap kasi pag in-adjust yung trabaho para ano, wala kang magawa. Although meron naman kasi yung trabaho na hindi talaga maiwasan sumobra. So okay lang, babawiin na lang ni chief mate. Babawiin na lang niya yung trabaho. Ang problema lang dito kung yung chief mate is also workaholic, no, nakalimutan na niyang bawiin, so wala kang magagawa na naman. And also kung gustong bawiin ni chief mate pero ayaw ni kapitan, so yun ang problema, no. So I have experienced that also. Ayaw ng kapitan, so nagkaaway kami ng kapitan. Tapos nanigaw, nakipagsigawan ako, sinabi ko sa kanya bawal lang sumigaw ngayon sa tao. At this is considered bullying kako sa kanya eh. Pero sumigaw din naman ako. So ang nangyari ngayon ay 1.5 months pa lang ako sa barko ay akala ko papauwiin ako. Pero ano nangyari? That was a Korean company. and a Korean master. So yung Korean master ang pinauwi, no? Kaya hindi naman palaging talo ang Pinoy. And then yung pumalit sa kanya is younger than me na kapitan. So kasi yung mga Korean na younger generation na mas mababait na. Hindi na sila yung makaluma na sigaw-sigaw. Okay, structure of the MLC. So the MLC starts with a preamble setting out the context in which the convention was adopted. Then come the articles covering general obligations for the states ratifying the convention. We will not study all of this because we do not have time. Only a brief. So the fundamental rights and principles and how the convention works. After that comes the regulations and the code. This part is divided into 5 parts. Title 1 is the minimum requirements for seafarers to work on a ship. Title 2, conditions of employment. Title 3, accommodation, recreation facilities, food and catering. And Title 4, health protection, medical care, welfare and social security protection. And then Title 5 is the compliance and enforcement. So as you can see, there is a recreation facilities. However, if your vessel is made in Japan, there is no enough room, no, for example, for ping pong, no, the table tennis. There is no enough room if it is made in Japan. Talagang sukat na sukat. You only have the recreation room, which is yung merong mga TV, mga video. So I think it's not enough, no? Kasi kailangan mo rin papawis. So if your vessel is made in China, meron talaga, no? Magaling sila sumukat sanay sila sa maraming tao eh. So laging ring may sobrang room pagka made in China. The only problem pag made in China, siyempre alam mo naman pag made in China, minsan may saksakan ng kuryente, wala pang nakalagay na kuryente, no? So tatrabahuin pa ng electrician. No, may mga magic lang, no? For your eyes only. So nagtataka ka, sira na yata tong laptop ko, ayaw mandar eh. Ayaw mag-charge. Yun pala, wala palang kuryente yung sinaksakan mo dahil made in China. So yun lang naman. Pag hindi nabantayan yon, pag hindi nabantayan habang ginagawa, no? At lumusot yung incheck, gagawa ng Pero the good thing is there is enough room, no? Merong yung for table tennis, maluwag-luwag na room, enough para maglaro. Okay, in each part there are regulations, standards and guidelines. The regulations are general, non-negotiable points of principle. The standards are referred to as Part A and the guidelines are called Part B. Part A is mandatory and Part B contains recommendations that set out in more detail how Part A can be put into practice and has to be given due consideration. So together, Part A, the standards, and Part B, the guidelines, are called the code or the MLC code. Okay, under Title 1, minimum requirements for seafarers to work on a ship. So this is the minimum age to work on a ship. Pasok na kayo dahil meron na kasing kahit maaga ka nag-aral ngayon ay meron ng senior high. So siguradong pasok na kayo sa minimum age. Medical certification for duties on board. Training and qualifications. Recruitment and placement. Okay, so minimum age to ensure that no underage persons work on a ship. If you are under the age of 16, you cannot be employed to work on a ship. So, ibig sabihin, 16 pataas pwede. If you are under the age of 18, you cannot carry out night work. So, 16 ka na pero under 18 ka, you are not permitted to work night time. So, hindi ka pwedeng, hindi ka rin sige pwedeng on watch. No? So malamang yung position mo is your deck boy or mess boy, mga ganon. Okay, the term night depends on national law and practice, but it must be a period of at least 9 hours, starting no later than midnight and ending no earlier than 5 a.m. So, ibig sabihin, yung kung mess boy ka, you can work only from 5 a.m. Okay, exceptions can be made but only for specific approved training programs where duties must be performed at night. If you are under the age of 18, you cannot be employed in work that would be likely to jeopardize your health and safety. And special attention should be given to the regulation of your working and living conditions. So it means you cannot work on deck. For example, for the maintenance na nakakalanghap ka ng kalawang, you cannot work for those dirty works like that. No? For example, cleaning the cargo hold, which is the last cargo was cement. So that is very dangerous to your health, to our health. So yun, kaso nasubukan na namin yan kumain ng semento eh. Okay, regulation 1.1. No person below the minimum age shall be employed or engaged or work on a ship. So the minimum age at the time of the initial entry into force of this convention is 16 years. A higher minimum age shall be required in the circumstances set out in the code. But I think in our national laws now, I will research on that now. I think kailangan yata 18 ka na eh bago ka makakuha ng kan. Na I'm not sure about our national laws regarding the kasi this is a international law which is being followed by those member countries. But if we make it as 18 years old, then it means our standard is better. So okay lang yun. Hindi lang natin pwedeng gawin na our minimum age is 15, then hindi pwede yun because mas makakuha ka doon sa international. Okay, so I will see you on Thursday. We continue with this topic. Okay, you can go.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.